Tēnā koutou katoa. Ngā mihi nui, ngā mihi mahana, kia koutou I tēnei whare I tēnei rā. Ngā mihi ki te mana whenua o tēnei rohe. Taranaki whānui ki te upoko, o te ika Māui, me Ngāti Toa Rangatira, tēnā koutou katoa. I would like to begin by acknowledging this land and this area in which we stand. Greetings to you, my fellow graduates, to Heringa Waka staff, and to all of our whānau and friends gathered here today. It is a privilege and an honour to be your graduate speaker, and I thank you for the opportunity. Now, please indulge me for a moment. Take a look up and around you, soak in this beautiful room. This is a really special space for a gathering of landscape architecture. Where are you? Architecture, say hello. Interior architecture, building science, design innovation, and engineering graduates to come together in celebration. And first of all, I want to say we did it. We made it to this day, and no matter whether you came directly from college and made it here in 3 years, or if, like me, you took the scenic route, I want to say congratulations. It is a wonderful, life-changing achievement, and you deserve to bask in this moment. I hope you feel proud of the commitment, perseverance, and determination you have found within yourselves to reach this point. And we are the lucky ones, the privileged ones. That has never been so apparent as now when many of our cohort are still experiencing the burden of COVID-19 lockdowns and loss. Let us acknowledge and encourage those who are striving to begin, to continue, and to complete their studies. I wonder if many of us really comprehended the personal growth journey that this study thing would turn out to be. As students, we each face a very personal set of challenges, and these could define our experience of university if we allowed them to. For some, it is the leap of becoming independent and leaving home for the first time. There may have been language barriers, or financial hardship, learning or physical difficulties, and feelings of isolation. And it's complicated. We worry about climate change, more recently COVID-19, and indeed the freedom to safely participate in our cultural practices and beliefs. I want to acknowledge that we have all in our own ways faced personal fears and challenges, and yet we have persevered and we have prevailed. I like to believe that what defines us is not the nature or the magnitude of these challenges, but that we have grown stronger, wiser, and more courageous. And with this, I'd like to now say a whakatauki, which for me expresses eloquently this moment. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi. Engari, ke he toa takitini. My success should not be bestowed onto me alone. It was not individual success, but the success of a collective. Which brings me to the whānau, family members and friends who are supporting us today, both in spirit and sitting among us now. My warmest greetings to you all. With your love, your belief in us, and all the many ways in which you have given your encouragement, we have made it to this day. The successes of these graduates are also very much your successes. So, from the bottom of our hearts, kia ora, thank you. And to the Knowledge Guardians, the current caretakers of this great intergenerational learning technology that we call university, to all of you who have taught us, who have upheld this institution for the love of education and furthering our collective, complicated human endeavour, we say thank you. Personally, I would like to thank all of the dedicated and excellent School of Landscape Architecture staff who have made our experience here so rich. And I know this can be said for each of the schools represented here today. We can all think of staff who go above and beyond for their students, those who inspired and pushed us to achieve more than we knew we were capable of, To all of our incredible lecturers and tutors, thank you. My own experience here at Victoria has had its share of challenges. I started architecture in my late 20s when my eldest daughter was 2. With the encouragement of a wise friend, the two of us moved here from back to Aotearoa from Berlin so that I could study. I was on my own. I didn't have any of the basic qualifications, but I was striving to make a future for myself and my daughter. It was lonely, but I was utterly determined to succeed. I remember carrying my sleepy little 2-year-old home from crèche each day, and her bag, and my bag, and a pile of books, and a great brick of a laptop. I would literally grit my teeth into the freezing Wellington gale and wonder what on earth I was doing. It was a thoroughly exhausting time, but it was also exhilarating and expanding. After an extended break and 2 more babies, I returned to finish my degree. But just in case that was too easy, I changed major to landscape, and it took me another 3 years part-time to get here. Phew. So I can't tell you how utterly stoked I am to be here right now. Studying at Vic has been the most thrilling and rewarding experience. I'm inspired by my millennial classmates. I love this way this generation thinks, and I feel privileged to learn alongside you. I really hope that my story might also inspire some of you to continue learning as you go through life. To my wonderful family, Allegra, Nico, Millie, Mike, and Noah, and the rest of my extended support crew, thank you for your loving encouragement to pursue this. This year, my eldest daughter started a music degree of her own. Hi, Millie. Thankfully, these days she carries her own bag and an enormous cello case. Te Herenga Waka has taught us to think critically, to embrace state-of-the-art technology, to research deeply, to collaborate respectfully, and to engage our minds creatively. We have knowledge and skills that will serve us well on our paths, and I feel sure many of you will go on to tackle some of the most complex challenges of our time. As we look forward to working in our respective fields, we also look to our histories, our whakapapa, where we come from, and to those who have gone before us opening up new spaces. For me, this building represents just one of the many strands on our collective history. It reminds me that we're part of a much greater story. The connections that we make with our past form a strong vessel that will carry us forward into the future. Nō reira, e ngā whānau, ngā pukenga, me ngā kāhui ākona o ngā mata katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.